on Channel One TV. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Now, news just coming in is that the NPP MP for Akwatia, Ernest Kumi, has reportedly passed away. Now, Mr. Kumi, we understand, passed away in the early hours of today. According to family sources and other executives of the NPP, Mr. Kumi died this morning, though the cause of his death is yet to be known. The party, that is the NPP, and Parliament is yet to officially issue a statement on the passing of the NPP MP. Now, this is the NPP who currently has an issue in court with regards to this particular seat, the Akwatia seat in the Eastern region. In February this year, a judge in Akwatia ordered that Mr. Kumi stops carrying himself as the Member of Parliament for Akwatia. Subsequently, a contempt was issued against him, and later in March this year, the Supreme Court ordered for Mr. Kumi to be given a fair hearing in regards to his contempt case. Let's go on the phone lines and speak to our parliamentary correspondent, Ni Ayikwe Okan. Ayi, good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Now, this is news just coming in. Has this hit Parliament already?
Well, Howard, the unfortunate news that we are all hearing is that the Member of Parliament for Akwatia, Ernest Kumi, has passed on. This information we gathered from the leadership of the New Patriotic Party in Parliament here. What we have also gathered is that they are in touch with the family to know exactly what went on. And unfortunately, we actually heard the news just some few minutes ago. However, sitting hasn't started yet. We are expecting proceedings to commence at 2 p.m. This is an MP that was in the House just last Thursday, and information we have also gathered is that he was even on some media platforms for discussions during the holiday that was on Friday. So it comes as a shock that just this morning the demise of the MP is heard all over. We are expecting that once proceedings begin, we would hear something officially from the minority side of the House or even from the Speaker to that effect. But as it stands now, the chamber is empty. There is no MP here at the moment. We even gathered that the minority had planned to march to the office of IOCO to protest against the detention of the former CEO of the National Football Fast Stock, Abdul Hanan. However, we are not too certain if that would take place due to this unfortunate incident that has been recorded this morning. So as it stands now, there's nobody here, like I indicated earlier. We're expecting that from 2 p.m. the House would officially begin, and then we'll see the MPs coming in. This is most likely to change the mood of the House due to the unfortunate news that has just come in. Howard,
tell us more about this MP. Who is he, apart from us knowing that he's serving the good people of Akwatia? What more can we know about Ernest Kumi in terms of his work in Parliament?
Ernest Kumi is a first-time Member of Parliament representing the people of Akwatia. If you would recall, during the swearing-in of the Members of Parliament for the 9th Parliament, caution was notice was served that he has legal issues surrounding his seat. So, if possible, he should hold on until the determination has been done before he could partake in any swearing-in to officially assume his role as a Member of Parliament. However, his caucus sided with him that he could still proceed to take the oath, and the Akwatia High Court issued a contempt against him to that effect, which contempt the Supreme Court actually quashed away. So that has been the issue surrounding this particular MP. He is a member of the Lands and Natural Resources Committee and the House Committee of Parliament. Like I said earlier, last Thursday he was in the House, very vibrant, and then partaking in conversations with lawmakers. He sits at the back, and then he partakes in conversations with colleagues on the floor of the House. Apart from that, he is also a vibrant member of the Minority Caucus who also engages with the media whenever they have issues that they would want to address the media on. You mostly would also see him take part in such activities. Howard,
what does this mean for the sittings of Parliament if officially it comes to the Speaker and thereby an announcement is made on the floor of his demise? What does this mean to the work of the House going forward?
Obviously, this will create a vacancy in the House, and what the Speaker would do is that the Clerk of Parliament would also communicate to the Electoral Commission, and then subsequently they would open by-elections, and then we will see an election take place for his replacement. That will take place between both political parties that are interested to contest that particular seat in Akwatia. So for now, the official declaration hasn't been made yet. Once that is done, the Clerk of Parliament would communicate to the Electoral Commission of the vacancy in the House, and then the needed procedure would follow. However,
Sittings, you told us, is expected to start at 2. But from the moment you heard about this particular demise of the Akwatia MP, what has been the level of communication, the mood in Parliament regarding his death, even though certain commences at 2?
So once we called some of the New Patriotic Party NPP members of Parliament to seek confirmation from them, most of them were very down in their tone. You could tell that they have been hit very hard by this particular news, and most of them were very down in their tone. They are very sad. You could tell from their tone that it is an unpleasant news that has hit the minority caucus of the House. Besides, there are only 88 in the House, so losing a member, of course, would also be a big blow to them. So it's not one of a pleasant tone here in the House at the moment. It's quite a sad scene all over, and it appears, or it's most likely would be the mood of the House when proceedings officially begin at 2 p.m.
Now, before we let you go, today sitting start at 2. How is it going to change? Is there going to be any difference in the way Parliament will conduct its business, looking at the fact that one of their own is passed away?
Well, so that would be at the discretion of the Speaker, Alban Bagbin. If there is the need for the House to adjourn after a few considerations of legislative processes, the Speaker would adjourn the House until further notice. However, what we are expecting is that, like I said earlier, the mood of the House will change. Those who have heard the news and are yet to come to the House are likely to wear black attire from the minority side to show solidarity with the demise of their colleague, and probably from the majority side as well. You could also see some of these MPs who would also be adorned in black attire just to mourn the passing of their colleague member of Parliament for Akwatia, Ernest Kumi. Sometimes it could also be that there wouldn't be any official communication today, because if the Speaker hasn't received any official communication from the family, he could also hold on until there's that official communication or confirmation from the family before he would also make that known to the House. But if the minority side or the MPP side of the House have also had any official confirmation, that could also be done by the minority leader, Alexander Penyomarken.
Grateful for your time. Ni Ayuko Yokan is our parliamentary correspondent. Let's go live to the home region of the departed Akwatia MP, that is the Eastern region. Ni Amate Kanako is our correspondent in that particular region. Kanako, thank you so much for your time. This is a sad news coming in just this afternoon. Tell us what more we have to know.
Thank you very much, Hawa. It's quite an unfortunate news we are hearing this afternoon from the Akwatia area with regards to the unfortunate demise of our very own brother, Ernest Kumi. Now, just last week, Ernest was seen visibly in public at a funeral with the Member of Parliament for Ayensuano constituency, that is Honorable Ida Atsuhum, when they attended a funeral of a member of the party in the Suhum constituency. And the news that I'm picking in indicates that Ernest yesterday just returned from Takrady on a trip. I just got off the phone with the regional secretary of the party, that is Tony Osei Ejay, who also told me that he's also been in touch with his constituency, the Akwatia constituency chairman, to also verify the exact thing that really happened, what really caused Ernest's unfortunate demise. Now, we are also trying to get official statement from the family and an official statement from the party in the region as to what really happened to honorable member Ernest Kumi. Now, Ernest, prior to his unfortunate demise, we all know, was a member of the NPP communications team in 2020, where he tried contesting for the parliamentary seat. Now, he was very successful, that is in the primaries, on seating Amase, who happened to be the member of parliament from the NPP side. But unfortunately, during the 2020 general elections, Ernest Kumi lost the seat to Henry Boache, popularly known as Ukoyo, and Ernest vowed to bounce back and recapture the seat, which he successfully did in 2024. So he's been trying his bit and his best to ensure that he keeps the seat for the New Patriotic Party, where he started some projects in the constituency as we speak now. This news is quite an unfortunate news. All the calls I've made to the Akwatia area indicate that the whole place is calm now, as people are trooping into his family house to also verify for themselves that this unfortunate news that we've all heard this afternoon. Howard.
We know that Akwatia seat is one of the key constituencies to look out for during elections. Now, during the last elections in December 2024, was identified as one of the flashpoints that the police were looking out for. Tell us about this particular constituency. Now, it's a swing seat, which means it goes either ways. But tell us about this particular constituency and how Ernest Kumi became their member of parliament for the NPP.
Yes, definitely. Akwatia over the years has been a swing seat in that particular area. The indigents, that is a resident in Akwatia, they have this mindset that when they decide to move to this particular area in terms of politically, they all try and vote to that side. So we've had incidents where the people of Akwatia have decided that this time of office we are all moving to the NDC, so they vote skirt and blouse. They will choose a member of parliament for that particular area, regardless of what the regional or the national party people would say. We've seen the seats swing from NPP to NDC on different occasions, and it wasn't even just with the last election. We had the same, because Henry Boache Adam took over from Amase, who happened to be who also took over from Baba Jamal, who was on the NDC side. Now Amase held on to the seat for a term, and then Henry Boache Yadom came and then also captured the seat from Amase. Now Boache was also went for a first term, and then Ernest Kumi also came in to recapture the seat back for the NPP in this regard. So people of Akwatia are really sad with this particular situation. But regardless, we are trying to see how I would get the real confirmation from the family. Akwatia have a number of issues which also decides on the side in terms of politically where they would want to go to. So they would want to give a government maybe first 4 years for them to know what the government will do for them. Now, if this government fails, they don't have anything done just to switch to the other side. So Akwatia seat has not, nobody can really say that the Akwatia seat has been a safer place or a safer zone for them or a safer seat for them, because the people really decide in unison where they would want to move in terms of politically at every 4 years. So Ernest, after his election, spoke to me personally and said he would try to break that in and also maintain that seat for a second term. But unfortunately, news coming in today has been one of a very sad one, and we are currently wishing the family